Hi everyone. So my name is Suraya and I'm from Kites for Peace, and today we're going to make a little butterfly kite, one that's small enough for you to keep in your handbag and to fly whenever you'd like to gift it to somebody or just to keep it for yourself for whenever you feel like having a little bit of kite meditation. And we're doing this today for the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. It's an international campaign to challenge violence against women and girls. The campaign runs every year from the 25th of November, the International Day of Elimination of Violence against Women, to the 10th of December, which is Human Rights Day. Kites for Peace is now presenting this kite workshop with Wangu and Youth Aspire Development Trust. And we aim to build solidarity with victims of gender-based violence and educate communities on the different types of gender-based violence, its effects, and how we can end it. Gender-based violence is a phenomenon deeply rooted in gender inequality, and it continues to be one of the most notable human rights violations within all societies. Gender-based violence is violence directed against a person because of their gender. Both women and men experience gender-based violence. Gender-based violence and violence against women are terms that are often used interchangeably, as it has widely been acknowledged that most gender-based violence is inflicted on women and girls by men. However, using the gender-based aspect is important as it highlights the imbalance of power between women and men instead of the balance in equality of all genders. I hope you enjoy our workshop. Here we go. The items that you will need. You'll need two old envelopes or any scrap paper, a roll of cotton, a pair of scissors, some colors for decorating, some tape. I'm using brown tape because we're using brown paper, and an old card and a pencil for drawing. You'll also need a little bit of toothpicks, a few toothpicks, just to hold the kite together. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of paper and you're going to trace out or freehand draw a butterfly. So it doesn't really matter how accurate you want the butterfly to be, just loosely draw one. And what we're going to do then is we're going to fold it in half. The nice thing about a butterfly is it's symmetrical. You're going to fold it in half and then cut it that way so that the butterfly is totally symmetrical. Okay, so now we've got our butterfly. And as you can see, it's perfectly symmetrical. What we then do now is we take our toothpicks and put one down the middle, securing the toothpick in place with a little bit of tape. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit skew, that's fine. Just make sure your toothpick is straight down the middle of your kite. We then put two toothpicks on either side, right about there, just to make the horizontal spine. Again, securing your toothpicks in place so that they don't move. Just with little bits of tape, okay? And feel free to trim little edges of your toothpick that are jutting out. Okay, now that your back of your butterfly is done and secure, you can now go ahead and decorate it in any way that you wish. You can put a message on there and symbols that mean something to you. Just go ahead and make it as pretty as you'd like. Okay, once you have made and decorated your little butterfly, you can then go ahead and put the tails on at the back. Now these are about 1 meter long tails that we've just stripped from an old plastic bag, an old plastic shopping bag, and you can just attach them more or less at the same place on either side of your butterfly at the back. Okay. Once you've secured your kite tails at the back, you then want to just take your needle and cotton thread, and just poke a neat little hole somewhere near the top and right in the dead center of your kite, and make a very long, as long as you'd like it. A couple of meters will do, maybe 2 or 3 meters would do. Remember, you can always wind it up, and you just secure it with a simple knot. And here you have your long, as long as you like it. It doesn't need to be too long. You can make a little spindle for yourself using some more scrap paper, and simply wrap the rest of your thread. Okay, so before we go out and fly our little kite, I want to show you a way of keeping it very securely in your handbag. Of course, the envelope doesn't have to be as big as this one. Depending on the size of the kite that you make, you can even just use a regular size envelope. Just use the back of an old card to put it in your, you can open up a card, and you then put your kite into your envelope. And of course, if you want it to be extra safe, you can use the other side of the card to pop it in there. And once it's there, it won't get damaged in your bag, and it's quite safe. And yeah, you can carry it around with you wherever you go. It's just it's a very low wind, very neat little kite. Let's go outside and let's see if we can get a little bit of a breeze. Okay, there's no wind today, but definitely if you run with it, and it really makes very sweet little movements in the air. With a little bit of a breeze, you'll be able to get some movement on your delightful little kite. You've got a balcony, that's ideal place to fly it. So there you go. Well done. Thank you.